How we doing? Hi everyone. Hope it's going well. Hope you're doing okay. Ah. How we doing? My goodness, look at all these people who are here. Anybody would think I was popular. Wow. Hello. Hello Voz, hello Core, hello Hope. Hi everybody. Wow. There. Okay. Wow. I've got a snack. It doesn't count as lunch. I found something you might enjoy / hate. Oh. What is? What is? Let's turn to chat when you get a sec. Holy shit. Oh my god. It's so large. Fluffy. Big plushy. Oh my goodness. What an absolute lad. God damn. Kinda want it. Not for sale. Oh. Boo. That's probably a good thing. Wah. There we go. Pudding? Apparently they make Monster Hunter plushies. What, that creator is, that's just what they do. They make Monster Hunter plushies. Like, I know Monster Hunter has plushies because I have a Geocrest plushie. That's what they do. They make Monster Hunter plushies because that's awesome. I love Monster Hunter, Pokemon Co. Oh yeah, there's a Zenoga plushie. Those are Rivali's! Furry. Do they have a shop? They don't have a shop, so it's just on a commission basis. Custom plushies are very cool, but they are very expensive. I didn't look too hard into the person, but I saw bits of plushie, so I kind of assumed. Fair enough. It looks like they do commissions, but they like to do Monster Hunter and Pokemon and furry characters by the look of it. Neat. I find that some of the official Monster Hunter plushies are a bit... I don't know. Keep on running. Keep on running. Although the secret baby plushie looked amazing. Ooh. Right, I'm currently file managing. Meat, yes, they do a meat plush. They also do, there's also an official, severed Rathalos tail plushie / cushion. Right, so I believe I click on this, go to here. Ooh, Jason, if you can't escape it, I hope you find whatever you've been looking for. I'm going to put this into my library so it's available in the future. Everybody knows your name. I need to go play Monster Hunter Stories some more just for some baby monsters. You know what I need to do? I need to play Monster Hunter Stories 2. I did exactly how I did with Breath of the Wild. I asked for not Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom. I asked for Tears of the Kingdom for a Christmas gift. I got it and then hadn't played it. I've done exactly the same thing with Monster Hunter Stories 2. I asked it for a gift. I got given it as a gift. I have not played it. I don't think I technically finished the first one, but I got very close to the end and I know how it ends. I have 2, I don't have 1. I don't think you technically need to play 1 to play 2. I think. I'm not 100% sure. It is the same universe, and I think there are a couple of characters from the first game that do appear, but I haven't looked too into it because I was like, well, you know, I've got the game, I don't want to spoil it, so I didn't look into it too much. But my understanding was that it wasn't 100% like a sequel, so to speak. The story is pretty simple to follow, so well, it was very clearly more aimed at a younger audience. So. Plus, Rage Gaming did a playthrough. I think I watched Rage Gaming's playthrough of 1, which is why I know how 1 ends. But I didn't watch any stuff that they did on number 2 because I was like, oh, I have to, and I'll experience that for myself, and then I just haven't. Maybe I'll play some of it this weekend. I got a friend coming round for catch up and what we would refer to as sofa time, where we just vegetate on the sofa and put like cartoons on. So that would be an ideal time for me to fire up the Switch and maybe play something. Okay. Now we've got this. So my understanding is I select that and put it on here. Socially antisocial time again. Yeah, you get it. That is 200% what we refer to it as. Being socially antisocial. And we've referred to it as that for like 15 years. No, it's longer. I've known them longer. 20 years. And then we learnt later on that it's actually called parallel play and is another neurodivergent symptom. Go figure. Right, so my understanding is I have this layer, and then I take this brush, and then I can paint on some fur. Okay. Yes. Yeah. It's not with curls, if that's what you're assuming. It's with a different friend. More of a childhood friend. We went to school together. We haven't seen each other in ages. Okay. Ooh. Ooh. my. Oh my goodness. Look at that. Look at that. We both said the same thing. Look at that. I won't fur too. Fluffy Durg. Fluffy dragons are great. I'm a big fan of fluffy dragons. Ah, so where we get the seams of the other areas. Oh, it goes okay. It goes okay over onto there. Look. Okay. You're aware that I got the term from, so I also wasn't assuming it was curls, though it wouldn't be surprised me if it was. I mean, yeah. There's basically two people I do it with, either curls or my friend from school. We either call it being socially antisocial, where we are in the same space but doing separate activities, and sofa time, which is vegetating on the sofa. So yes. On that note, I will mention it again during community night tonight. But on that note, there probably isn't going to be a Monday stream for that reason. I have a friend visiting, and they are still here Monday, so I'm probably gonna want to spend time with them. I feel like I don't need that layer. So there are a lot of other, like, settings that I can mess around with this. My understanding, obviously I've just gone straight in with basically the default brush. Hi, Rosa! Hello, darling. I hope you're doing well. See, Calamity couldn't do this yesterday when we raided them. Skill issue. Okay, you? I'm good. I'm good. I had a productive morning. Just goes through, I didn't stream. I had a productive morning. The 2 videos that I've been working on, I think are maybe nearly done now. So they might get uploaded over the weekend, or maybe one of them will get posted on Monday to make up for the fact that I'm not streaming. Yeah. Speaking of Burn Down Forest, we should play that game again, now that I'm reminded. Yes, we should. That one's more of a stream chat game, but yeah, we should play it. So this is going to take a bit of learning, but I mean, let me do another paint layer. So this is just the default brush. It's white and grey. And it's overlays over the colours that we've done. But we can mess around with some of the settings. I don't typically mess around with brush settings a lot because I'm worried about breaking them. Ah, here we go. So you can do things like change the color of the shadow, which we could do. We could change the shadow color to be slightly bluish, to sort of, because the whole thing is very blue coded. Coded, themed, eh. We went for something like that. Did that change on the fly? I don't think it did. It's not that kind of material. Oh, it did change it on the fly. Oh no, it doesn't change it on the fly. I'm just imagining things. By the way, I think I'll be getting New Monster Hunter the day before it's released. Oh, damn! Nice, how'd you manage that? I have finally sorted out my copy. Stanji did me a solid, and I was able to get it on Humble Bundle £10 cheaper, which is nice. So I have that now. I believe I have to wait for the game to unlock before Humble will give me a Steam code. So Steam will say I don't own it, but I do own it. I get paid. But so many people are going to be playing. It's actually a little insane. I feel like I'm going to need to set up sub-channels for hunting, because you can have many, many people in a lobby, but my understanding is that it's still 4 people per hunt. So I might literally set up a channel system a bit like that. I might do like a waiting room voice channel for people who are like essentially looking for group and are in the Monster Hunter lobby. And then do sub-channels that are for 4 people only for each of the hunts. So people can like come in and out of those channels when they're done with their hunts. Maybe? Ow! I won't be able to play over the weekend, though I have a friend over. That's fine, don't worry about it. We're going to be playing it all week. This is one of those things that I want to stress to people, because I've heard it said by a couple of people, like, oh, I'm going to get left behind. And it's like, you're not going to get left behind, because yes, me and Spook are going to play the game a lot. And yes, we will likely progress the story further and get better armor and stuff. But the whole point of Monster Hunter is to hunt things over and over. We will not be upset if you want to go back, if we have to go back and like hunt lower tier monsters, because we will still need those materials for things. like, people in FF don't get upset when you have to go back and do a low-level dungeon, because they still get rewards for it. And the gameplay loop is fun. It's the same logic of, like, just because I've already hunted this monster doesn't mean I don't want to hunt it again. I'm going to hunt this shit, like, 20 times. Spook will hunt things 20 times, because sometimes there's achievements for it, and he's a goddamn achievement hunter. So he will literally just be like, I don't need anything from this monster, but I need to hunt it 20 times, so I'm going to hunt it 20 times. So I'm hoping, I'm trying to sort of, like, encourage people, just be like, don't stress about being left behind. It's not a bother. Okay, so this is going to be tricky because the suggestion is to put this over everything, but I don't want it over some of these things, actually. So we got to think that we don't want fur to go over all of these upper ones. Eyelashes, claws, gums, teeth, tongue, eyeliner, mouth, beans, the nose. We don't want any of these to have fur patterns on them. There, I think, is where we want that. My understanding is that the brush size actually changes the size of, like, the fur strands, so we do want to mess around with that when we get towards, like, the hands and stuff, because the fur will get smaller and thinner as you go. We're already lagging to high hell. Good lord. Drink some tea. I'll have Malteser as a treat. Okay, we've stabilized again. I have, in fact, added an avatar to Throne. Make of that what you will. Get like big fur tufts on the tail. Gotta think about it. Gotta think about it. Oh, we've already got a not responding. Good. Yeah, love it. Substance is not responding. Between Monster Hunter and Substance, the desire for a new graphics card is very large, but the finances are not there. I'm still kind of recovering from Christmas a little bit. Though I will say I was very pleased because when we sorted out getting Monster Hunter, I sort of went through the finances and the shop basically paid for it, which is nice. The sales that I've done in the shop over the last 2 months almost exactly equated to the amount I needed for Monster Hunter, so I was very, very proud of that, very pleased. Okay, that's looking a bit odd. Excuse me, fucking hell. Blech. Although I will say, slightly amusingly, it made me panic for like a millisecond. That is the first time I bought something on Jinxie, so my card got blocked because they were like, "This is a suspicious transaction." I was like, "No, it's not. It's me. Let me confirm that it's me." And it got fixed in like 5 minutes, but there was a brief moment of, oh. Also, I just realized I can see on the side window that we have 69 subscribers. Nice. It's the meme number. What graphics do you have? Bad I don't remember. Bear with. Bear with. An AMD Radeon RX 6700 XT. That's a mouthful. Let me type that out. It may... Fomantis. Radeon RX 6700 XT. Oh, yeah. It's not a bad graphics card, but because I have to deal with a lot of high-end stuff. It's a good graphics card. I know I have several friends who would kill to have a graphics card like that. But what does my head in is that on the Substance Painter page, where it's like, you know on Steam where it shows recommended specs, on Substance Painter's page, it says, we recommend a 64-bit processor, all that jazz, Intel i7 processor or Ryzen 7. I have an i7. It recommends 32 gigs of RAM. I have 64. I have 64 gigs of RAM. It recommends graphics cards wise an AMD Radeon RX 5700 XT. So I'm over spec'd, and it still lags to shit. Huh? Basically, their listing is just wrong. Because Adobe sucks. Yeah. Yeah, when I got the new card, like I think 3 years ago, Stanji was the one who was like, make the change. Stanji was the one who was like, we're not using Nvidia anymore, we're using AMD, and I was like, okay, if you say so. But it's probably because let's be real, it's probably because I stream at the same time that I have a lot of these problems. I did have problems when I did try to do texturing not on stream as well. But let's be real, the bulk of these problems are probably because of trying to stream at the same time. It was funny because the last time I had a major upgrade to my PC, it was for Monster Hunter World. And now the next major upgrade to my PC is probably going to be because of Monster Hunter Wilds. Fluffy tail. I guess when working with the latest software, everything can be a struggle. It's true. Though this isn't the latest software, technically, because this is the 2024 version. I don't have the 2025 version. Because of how Adobe handles the licenses, but that's semantics. It's basically the most recent version, because it received updates until December. But my copy of Substance Painter is the 2024 version. The license was only for a year, so I still have access to the program. I own the program. I can still access it, but I won't be receiving updates anymore. And no, Adobe, I'm not going to buy the 2025 version, because Lord knows that the 2024 version didn't work well. Having a few pauses again. It's that probably is the stream. I can see the FPS drops happening. I can see it happening. I'm just taking a pause for a moment to see if it'll catch itself back up again. The issue at the moment is my processor, and I'm gonna have to basically rebuild my computer to do that. Oof. Yeah. It's things like that where it's a knock-on, because that was what Spook needed. He needed a new graphics card and a new processor, and I think in order to do that, he also needed a new power supply. His old power supply wouldn't have provided enough for the new stuff. So we keep saying he got a new graphics card. He got a few new things because it was a knock on. I got an NVIDIA 370 Ti, which is in spec, if I recall. Fair enough. I believe I'm in spec for everything, and yet here we are. But again, this is because I think mainly because I'm a streamer. Because obviously all of these specs that all of these companies spit out are, you know, not going to assume that you're streaming at the same time. That FPS is not improving. Thing is, I can see the feedback percentage says that OBS is using on average about 9% of the CPU. It's only using about 10% on average. Sometimes it goes down to 8, sometimes it goes up to 10. So it's on average a 9, average of 9. And when I look at my face tracking and the face tracking software, that isn't lagging, but I can see obviously in the stream window that it is. So it is to do with the stream in some way as well. I don't know, man. That's just streaming for you. Oh, okay, we've come back up into the 50s. We stabilized a little bit there. Hmm. I wonder if you think about it. I think I'm gonna need a motherboard, CPU, cooler, RAM, basically everything but power supply and graphics card. Kind of like the infrastructure of the PC, the load-bearing spine, as it were. That's so funny. The moment I said load-bearing spine, my phone beeped and it's a message from Girls. She knew. She knew. She can hear me talking shit. Girls are sending me memes. She sent me a video of birds. Aww. The video of a little baby nightjar. Nightjars are great. I love nightjars. I'm now sorry, Stu. I'm literally here having a conversation with Curls about nightjars now. Nightjars are great. If you guys don't know what a nightjar is, it's a bird and you should look it up. Toward the sunrise. Right, I feel like I wanted to mess around. Yeah, disabled by default. I feel like I actually want to have that on. Because I like having a little bit of normal on my things. Let me try this on the chest fur, maybe? I had to tell him he was doing adult things, frantic click-clacking ensues, yep. Frantically typing and scrolling of the mouse wheel. I like the noise, okay? I'm sorry for people who don't. I like the noise of the click-clacks. Right. Let me try this up here. Let me see how that looks. Okay, it's very subtle. Hmm. Thanks. Mm-hmm. Sorry, there's a lot of thinking and processing going on at the moment. Bing, bing, bing. Okay. So what if we put on height as well? Ooh, see, that gives quite a different effect once the height is enabled. Hmm. Don't hate it, though. I come across the weird stuff sometimes. You certainly do. That you do. Might decrease that? Oof, I can feel the program lagging when I do it that way. But the height does add to it kind of nice. It was, imagine going over a Flugel dragon with this brush. She heard you say had a load-bearing spine, and I was like, give, yes. Yes. I said that a while ago, Corey. You behind again. me try this tale again, but with the normal map on. Okay, we're back. Hi. We'll see how that goes. Hello, hi. Yes, that was a more immediate response. Hello, Marco. Marco. Polo, fantastic. Okay, that's better. Yikes. Fucking yikes. Okay. Did it crash? Technically, no, but the stream was like 10 minutes behind. At first, I thought it was just, honestly, and so sorry, Core, honestly, I just thought it was you, but then, like, I opened up my own channel, and I could see that it was, like, 10 minutes behind. Discord gave me a second notification. I turned the stream off and on again. I turned the stream off and on again. That's insane. I refuse to believe that's not a Substance Painter problem. We don't have these problems on regular game streams. It is only when we use Substance Painter that we have these problems. Blender doesn't cause these problems. Even Unity doesn't cause a problem like this. So I refuse to believe this is not a Substance Painter problem. So normally I would think I would be ending kind of now, because on a normal day Spook would be home by now and we would be going to go to the supermarket, because I talked about this yesterday. Spook generally does the grocery shopping on his own on a Friday, but he wants me to come with him now so that I can try to like plan meals a bit more. Which does mean that I would normally have to end stream at 4 instead of 5, because every day we pretty much end at 5. But he is not home. I don't know when he's going to be home, because he's having to work an extra long shift today, just as a one-off. So, like, I genuinely don't know when I'm going to end stream, because I'm like, well, I'll keep doing work, because I might as well. Poor boy, yeah, it's just a one-off. Apparently this happens literally once a year. They're doing a proper, like, stock take of the warehouse that he works in. So apparently this happens, like, once a year. So it's just for today. But, yeah, from this week, I mean, next week is a different week, because it's Monster Hunter, so from next week on, Friday's schedule is changing. I know I am literally sat right next to the schedule, but from next week onwards, Friday's schedule is also changing. It feels like we're basically not going to have any morning streams anymore. It feels like, because I've still got Mondays, but Friday's morning stream is probably also going to get yeeted. Because the idea is that I prep dinner on Friday in the morning. I do work in the afternoon. Spook comes back. We go grocery shopping for the next week. And then when we come back from the grocery shopping, food is basically already done. We can eat it, and then we do community night. That means overtime, yes. I think it is going to be overtime. But it's like mandatory overtime. I don't think he could opt out. I left as you told me about the fluff dragon with the new brush. Yeah, that was like 15-20 minutes ago. That was a lot. I said that a long time ago. So yeah, there's, I believe, on average, obviously it can depend on streamer and on viewer, on average Twitch has like a 6-7, maybe 8-second delay on average, and you guys were like 10-15 minutes behind. That's insane. That was an insane amount that you were behind by. And yes, as a glutton for punishment, I'm going to try to reopen Substance, because I'm trying to work on a texture. I feel like this version of Substance must have some sort of memory leak, because it gets progressively worse. But they won't update it now. Literally, this version of Substance that I have will not be receiving updates anymore. So if it does have a memory leak, then it just has a memory leak. But I feel like it always had that. The way you move, the way you feel. Technical difficulties. Fine, you can have it. I'll throw you a bone. You can have it. I tangented, but, like, not to you guys. I, like, tangented on my phone because Curls messaged me and I got distracted responding to it for, like, a good 5 minutes. Where's technical difficulties? I don't see it. There it is. Take my time, baby. Anyway, party animals tonight. That should be fun. I look like all you need. Possibilities, I look like all you need. Normal map, enable. Height, enable. Set that to 3. Let's go with that. Oh, thank you, Vaz. Where? Okay. There's the usual, like, slight freeze that we have the first time we interact with a layer. And the fact that I'm like, yeah, that's normal, is also bullshit, of, like, that it does that. But it is like, yeah, it does that the first time you interact with a layer. It, like, has to think about it. And I just apparently accept that now. Of like, yeah, that's just how it is. Shouldn't be like this. Try the brush on your avatar. Tempting. Very tempting. Yeah, I was saying imagine a Flugel dragon with this. Fluffy Durg. Hi, Das. I told you that I wanted, but I still didn't know before it. Yes. Honestly, I feel like the Flugel Dragon is like my number one underrated base. I basically know two people who know of the Flugel Dragon, and one of them is you. I have met one other person who knows what a Flugel Dragon is. I've never seen anyone else wear it except this one other person, and they just by chance, because I turned mine on and I was like, I got a dragon. They were like, oh, I have that, and they switched into the Flugel. And I was like, oh, you have the Flugel Dragon? Holy shit! They were like, yeah, I very rarely wear it. And I even said to them, I was like, I've literally seen no one else have it. I've literally seen nobody else have it, and it's really cute. Like, I get it's old, but it's a cute looking base. I like it a lot. So yeah, it's like my number one underrated base, or like number one obscure base, I guess. I met one person, and it was by coincidence, because they even said, they were like, "Oh, I don't really wear this anymore because it's kind of old," and I'm like, "But it's good though. It's cute." I almost wish the creator would do updates for it, but I think the creator has like more popular, newer models now, so they're probably more interested in supporting the new ones rather than the old ones, which makes sense. I would probably be the same if I had multiple avatar bases. I would support the popular ones. It's all but unique in the VRC world. That's what I mean, you know? Even though there's a lot of dragon bases, I don't feel like I've seen any dragon bases that like look or feel the same as the Flugel. You know. Plus, to be fair, my wings are Flugel wings, and I get complimented on them quite frequently now. I mean, admittedly, on the new kit bash, they have been like tweaked and updated, but they are the Flugel wings. They've just been modified. But even then, I still occasionally got compliments of like, "Oh, I like your wings," and I was like, "Thank you." And because next to nobody knows about the Flugel, it means that my wings kind of feel special and almost unique, because like next to nobody has them, because next to nobody knows about the Avatar base. I should have one too in my uploads in VRC. Yeah. This is where we're going to get more tricky with the face fur. Mr. Naren. Yee. The boy. He's just a little guy. Oh! That was just a crash. That was just a crash. It just closed. Without warning. Just gave up the ghost. Are you with me, stream? Are you still with me? Fucking... Oh, that did nothing. Cool. Huh. It's actually not frozen on my end. Substance is good like that. It is. Hi, Aiden Fox. I'm sorry that you've come in at an awful time. Everything is breaking because Substance has crashed. Whoop. I don't know if you guys can hear me or not. Hear you in the ether. Well, the ether is where I live. Why? Substance isn't open anymore, so I'm unsure why the stream is behaving the way that it is. Apparently the substance paint is made out of his hate. Yes, that would be correct. I'm actually genuinely confused because Substance Painter is now closed. And all of my readings on my end say that it's stabilized. We're back at 60 FPS. CPU usage is down at 6%. My preview window shows me moving normally. I don't know why on your end you're not getting that. Yeah, I've literally opened up Stream myself to try and look, and I can see that my stream is behind and lagging. No worries, I know the woes of Substance. Oh, I feel awful. This is a terrible first impression. Music is stuck on Revenge. No, we're not on Revenge anymore. We're on File Select, music-wise. Call on the power of our Lord and Savior Task Manager. Well, that's the thing. Let me open up Task Manager. So Substance Painter isn't open anymore. What is using stuff? Unsurprisingly, the face tracker is using stuff, OBS is using stuff. So, like, Warudo is using, like, 10%. Firefox is using 10%. Our overall GPU usage is at 40%. Oh, are we stabilizing? Oh, thank God. Thank goodness. Oh my goodness. Substance, why? Why are you like this? My streams are normally fine. I cry. I cry. A transition scene. How long does it take for stream to transition scene? It'd be like that though today is particularly bad. I know, right? we've had streams in the past where we've managed to do Substance Painter fine, but today it's like throwing an extra tantrum. Don't worry, thank you for being so patient, Hayden. Ah. Oh my goodness. Okay. Now, because Substance Painter crashed, I'm very curious where the file, like, is in terms of, like, save. I believe there is, like, an auto-save recovery, in Substance, so, I guess we'll see? I don't know. I guess we'll see. Okay, I can see that the stream is moving, but I can see that you guys are, like, what is that, 2 minutes behind? We're stable, but we're 2 minutes behind. There's the scene transition after I press the button. So yeah, you guys are like 2 or 3 minutes behind now. And I think the only way that I can fix that is by restarting the stream again, which is frustrating. Because we don't normally have this problem. I'm not crying, I'm angry. There's a difference. You guys fishing for bingo points. I don't know what to do. I don't know whether to try and restart stream again. I want to open Substance because I want to see what the status of the file is, because we crashed. Like, I want to see where the recovery is. And it's also awkward because it's hard for me to have a conversation with you guys when you're 2 minutes behind. Huh. I don't know. I want to leave. Okay. I am gonna open Substance again because I want to see what the status of the file is. Close stream on that end. You can see that the bitrate is stabilized again. Digitwolf. Let's try. Let's see. It says that the most recent save is this one. There's a couple of autosave recoveries in this folder. You guys can't see the folder. But based off the timestamp, the music just started, yeah. 2 minutes isn't that bad. I mean, it's not bad, but it's not good considering that normally the delay should be seconds, not minutes. Okay, I think this is our most recent file save. So we're going to try opening this one. Okay. Okay, most of the fur painting that I had done on the body is not there. That's a shame. That's a shame, but our fur painted tail is there. Okay. That's okay. We do the best we can. How do they bear it? As best they can. Okay, we select our fur brush. We go down to the material, we go back and pick the color that we were using on the shadow rather than grey. I was using this slightly bluish tinted one. The normals were enabled and the height was also enabled and set to 0.3. Okay. I know it's very minor, but considering that there's not too much. I don't know when. Again, I don't know when Spook's coming home, so I don't actually know when I'm finishing stream. I'm going to disable stream avatars because it's one less thing running in the background. You think Spook has something updating while he's at work? No, Spook turns his computer off. Spook's computer isn't on. Wow. Okay. Right, there's going to be a freeze as I interact with this layer for the first time. There it is. There we go. So we have the fur on the spine be a little bit shorter. Like that. Their internet is more than good to keep a stream and a download at the same time. Fair, just spitboy. Yeah, I said earlier, I literally did a speed test. We have 300 download and 30 upload. Again, I refuse to believe that the problem is not Substance Painter. Because we only have this problem when we use Substance Painter. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and say if Substance crashes for a third time, that's a 3 strikes you're out when we're leaving it for today. I hope it doesn't, because I'm having fun doing this. This fur brush is astounding. I think I want to up the fur size just a smidgen. Oh my goodness. Ah! Slux, thank you so much for the raid. Go do your post-stream care. Go look after yourself. Oh, the timing could not have been worse. I'm so sorry. But thank you so much. It's very much appreciated. Hi, everybody. If you're still here, I won't blame you if you're not. Hi, I'm Blue Sky. I'm an artist and streamer. I do all sorts of things. I don't normally crash like this, but we've been doing working Substance Painter, and it's been especially moody today. So my apologies for that. It was going well for the first 2 hours, and then hour 3, it's been going downhill, frankly. I don't know what the problem is. It's yeah. We never have this problem when we do other stuff. But hi, I hope you're all having a good day. And I don't know what to do at the moment because I feel like opening Substance again is a death sentence. Did you update your drivers recently? I updated mine and it broke my Substance. I might have updated them last week because of Monster Hunter, so there is that. The problem is when that happens, it's like, what do you do? You know? What do you do? I don't want to roll back the drivers because we're going to be playing Monster Hunter next week, so I want to be using, up-to-date drivers. I had to roll it back. See, I can't, like... I'm in pain. I'm in Spain without the S. I don't know. Oh my goodness. What a day. Yeah. We were experimenting with the new brush for Substance Painter, and it was going well up until it crashed. I really liked the new fur brush. I think it looks really pretty. I was having fun with it, adding a bit more sort of depth and texture to the thing. Just use Blender to texture. Oh sure, I'll get right on that. Blender's amazing texturing software, astounding. Do the rollback after the Monster Hunter week. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know what to do. I genuinely don't know what to do. Problem child of a program. Ugh. Oh well. We'll do something else. We can do something else. I do have a small amount of Unity work that I might do. I kind of want to add in a tail control on the kit bash, because I was trying to take photos the other day and I couldn't get the tail to pose how I wanted it to because all I could do was use the fizz bones. So I was thinking that I might add in an actual like tail controller, kind of like the wings, so that we could pose them. So I could do that for half an hour or whatever. I don't know when Spook is coming home. I don't know. Normally he would be home about now if he was on his, like, regular weekly schedule. But he is not, so I'm going to assume that he's having to work the extra hour that he said he would probably have to do. So yeah, so I guess we could play with fire and go for a double whammy of doing some Unity stuff. Because it feels like Unity's less likely to crash than Substance. I have 200 hours in Substance. Feels bad, man. Feels bad. Anyway. If you can't see me, refresh the stream. I'm just going to put that for anybody who might still be having issues. Okay. Okay, yeah, we're going to leave Substance Painter alone for today. Oh, I've only just seen your message, Stanji. I mean, I can send you this. I can send you that if that helps. I don't know what it means. Flows normally for me. Fair enough. We're back to normal. We've stabilized. This is normally how. This is how we should be. This is how we should be normally. Yeah. So let's open up Unity. Right, where's the freaking, what's it called? The brain? Oh, create a companion. That's the one. That's the one. VR chats thing for Unity. Where? Create a companion. There we go. Wah. Wah. Massage my temples, my head. Okay. Okay, let's open up the kit bash for Unity. Thank you. It should. Oh man, I've still got half a mug of tea left. Sad. I got distracted from all of the stuff happening. There's your bingo points. There's your bingo points, everybody. I'll drink water instead, because my cup of tea is gone. It's not worth me reheating it, so you don't get microwave. You don't get the microwave of shame today. We just have the tea we've forgotten. Where? I can feel the paradise before my world implodes. Tonight when something wonderful. Right. Okay. Let's change scene. We're back here again. There we go. We need 25, 11, and 15. What are 25, 11, and 15? 11 is background spook, so very likely to happen. 15 is wrong layer, so not likely to happen because we're not in an art program. And 25 is the microwave. You don't get microwave. I'm not reheating it. I'm just leaving it. You don't get microwave. Right. I'm also going to do another thing, which I've been meaning to do for a while, which is I'm going to put a nice thumbnail on the avatar thumbnail. Where are my photos? So we're going to open Clip Studio. I literally have a preset for this. This is how much of a nerd I am and how many avatars I have. I have a preset for this. Preset. VRC Unity Portrait. And which picture do I want? These two pictures are basically the same. Copy that. Put it there. There we go. Nice. Lovely. File. Save as. I just need a PNG. Let me just whack this on the desktop and then move it into the right folder. Blue kit bash thumbnail. There we go. Banana. Me show an explorer. Case Jesse confirmed. No, he's not ginger enough. He's not ginger enough. Right, select new thumbnail. Kitbash model, thumbnail PNG. There we go. Nice new thumbnail. Right, animations. Let's see if those changes. What? Okay, so we're gonna open a create a new folder, and this is gonna be tail. Cool. And we have, let's see. We want to duplicate this and hide the original. You never animate on your original. You always animate on a duplicate. Tailbones. Is it Alt to expand all of these? Yes, there we go. So we're going to want all of the tailbones. Now the tricky thing I think for this is going to be that I want an up, a down, and a left and a right. And I think the tricky bit is going to be the left and right be somewhat symmetrical with one another. But we'll see how it goes. And also, which layer is it that I want? Is it the effects? I think it's the effects layer. If I put the effects layer into you and then go into animation, all of the stuff is in here. Cool. So what we're going to do is we're going to create a new clip, and we're going to call this tail underscore neutral. We're going to record it, and basically I'm going to get the value for all of these in this neutral state. Rotation, add key. 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 Rotation. Doesn't technically matter. Okay. Right. Look at all the dance emotes. So we stop recording. So there is our neutral animation. So now I want to add... Oh, this animation's in the wrong folder. Hang on, Kitbash model, animations, tail. We want tail underscore up. Right, tail neutral needs to be in here. File organization. So, tail up. So I'm going to start and just rotate all of these along this axis. I actually need the wings off so I can see. Hang on. So turn off the recording, because I don't want the recording to turn the wings off. Spine, chest, wings. Let's hide you for this purpose. I think I want that to be up more at the base. Because, yeah, that fur is, like, clipping a bit. Okay, so I think that's our tail up animation. Where's tail neutral? Because I need to add rotation for the base. Oh, I did. Base 1 through 6. Good. And then we've got base. I don't need position to be in there. I just need rotation. Get that a bit more curved. It's fascinating that that bit of fluff is poking up like that. Pretty sure it doesn't normally. No, it doesn't normally. That's interesting that it's doing that. What if we just deleted all of those? Start again. Ah, so it's that one that's causing it to sort of perk up like that. Record. Three. 4. Hello, Cow Queenie. Hope you're having a good day. Rotate that. And rotate that. There we go. That's going to be our up. So, hang on, position, 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 position. Delete keys. I don't want the position saved. Just the rotation. There we go. So tail up. Just got out of the shower so I'm nice and clean. Nice. It's nice to feel refreshed after a good shower. Okay. So now I want a tail down, and I think I want the tail down to like actually become between the legs. So we're gonna go tail underscore down. The interesting thing is that on this model, the tail's default pose isn't technically like a T pose. The default pose has the curve in it, so when you try to straighten it out, it looks a little bit weird sometimes. I think maybe we'll leave it like that. I typically won't use this pose a lot, but the way that because we're using a two-axis puppet for this, it will blend the different animations together from the two axes. So we'll have the up, the down, and the left and the right, and you can basically sort of gradient between all of those. So I will probably never really use the tail in this pose, but I might use it blended with like the have it curve to the left, have it curve to the right animation is the kind of idea. I know how tail puppets work in theory. This is technically the first time I'm making one myself. So now is the awkward one, which is the side ones. Hang on, I need to get rid of the position though. Position, 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 and position. Remove properties. I don't want those ones. Okay. I think I could do a test for this now. So where's my FX layer? Animations, custom layers, effects. So there's all of there's the tails we've already done. There's our wing control. So the wing control is basically kind of what we're mimicking. We are essentially copying the wing control, but we're applying it to the tail. Unfortunately, I cannot copy this. That's a problem. That's annoying. So tail control. We set the weight to 1. We grab the tail animations that we have done so far. They don't go in there just yet, because we want to create a blend tree. Blend tree. Tail controller. Hello. How did it go? Yeah, I bet. Fair enough. Well, you look tired. Like, go sit down for a minute and let me sort of try to wrap up a bit more of what. Okay, I didn't mean like in the middle of my floor, but if you want to sit in the middle of my floor, you can. Because I want to try and wrap some of this up. You get your background, Spook.
So do you remember last Friday when we were talking about doing shopping together, and you were like, "I could finish stream a bit earlier." You know how I'm like sat here now calling you out because you haven't.
In my defense, we have crashed 3 times. It's really. It's really thrown me off. No, I'm not really happy. It has thrown me off. We're doing something else now, basically, because of how many times we've crashed. So yeah, that's why I haven't done this yet, because it's like, oh, I'm having a bad time. I'm trying to remember how to do this. So we need the 4 variables in the blend tree. Oh, I need to make parameters. Okay. I'm trying to do this from memory rather than looking up a tutorial. Foz says hi. these floats?
I just got out of the shower too, but I am not clean because the sins weigh heavy on my soul.
We love having you on stream, Spook. I want to say that they're floats. They're floats, right? I've forgotten. Menu. Wings menu. Yeah, they're floats. Okay. Also, I will need to make a new menu. Create. VR chat. Menu. Blue kit bash. Tail menu. So this goes in there, expression parameters. Under here, we add in tail V for tail vertical and tail H for tail horizontal. And we're going to go in here into the parameters list here, and we're going to add these in here as well. These need to match, and they are case sensitive. So tail V, no space, and tail H, no space. Those need to match. Okay, so we've got the two parameters in case. I have bingo 2 ways, but both involve Blue crying. Well, too bad. Substance didn't make me cry, it just made me angry. So, yay. There's a second Fomantis. What are the odds of that? The same Pokemon spawning twice. When there isn't, like, any sort of event going on. Right, so under the tail menu, we want to add a 2-axis puppet that is called tail. It does not have a parameter, but then it uses the horizontal and the vertical. So it uses tail horizontal and tail vertical. So that's the menu. That's the menu. We don't have the animation set up just yet. So I'm trying to remember how I set this up on this side. Right defaults is on. That's fine because right defaults is on. I still don't really know what right defaults does, but my understanding is that on your avatar, you either need to have every single animation has right defaults on, or every single animation has right defaults off. Either work, but apparently you shouldn't mix and match. So my avatar uses right defaults on. I don't fully understand the difference. So, blend tree. 2D freeform directional. That's the thing I was looking for. Parameter. This is a 2D freeform directional, and it's using tail horizontal and tail vertical. And we are adding in 4 motion fields. And these need to be set to different numbers. Oh, we need 5 because we've got neutral. Got to remember that neutral is also a value that we have to call on. So neutral is 0, 0, and then it's 1, 0, 0, 1, 0, negative, negative 0. I'm going to forget that. So 0, 0, 1, 0. I need another one. Add motion field. 0, 1, negative 1, 0, and 0, negative 1. And you can see these dots here. So these are the 4 cardinal directions that will appear in game in the menu when I click on this animation controller to enable it. The VR chat thing wheel will open up, and so these are the 4 directions that I can move the joystick in. So now, tail. So in 0, 0, in the middle, is neutral. And then, I don't know which ones these are. So, Y is up, generally. So, Y1 is probably going to be our up animation, which is that one. You can sort of see he's selecting it. So, the negative one, in theory, is the down animation. Like that. We don't have animations in the other ones yet. I am not 100% sure if that will work just yet without all of the stuff plugged in, but I'm gonna try it. I didn't add the submenu. There's always something you forget. There's always something you forget. Didn't add the submenu. Menu. Main menu. Add. Submenu. Tail. Puppet. I just realised I didn't need to make a submenu. I made a submenu for the wings because my wings have multiple controls, because my wings have open and closing controls, but they also have toggles and scaling, because my wings are quite large, and I am aware of that. So my wing menu has a submenu. So wings has this is the 4-axis wing control, the toggle, and the size scaling. So I just realized that I don't technically need this. Oh, there you go. Look, it's working. Yeah, it's working. Sweet. It just works. I technically don't need this on a submenu, is what I was saying. Because I don't have multiple controls for my tail, so I don't technically need this as a submenu, but I have it as a submenu, I suppose, if I want to keep things neat. But there we go. Look, we've got our tail will go up and down now. So the idea is that the left and the right is going to make the tail go from the left to the right, and you'll be able to like blend between those states. So there we go. That just worked first time. That's nice. It just worked first time. And also the fizz bones to grab the tail still work. Cool. Well. So yeah, it just worked for once. God, that's refreshing. So I don't technically need this tail menu. So I am actually going to delete the tail menu. I'm going to go to the menu here and we're going to go tail puppet. I'm going to make it a 2-axis puppet. And the horizontal is the H, and that is the float, and I believe that is it. So that should just be in the main menu now. They are making a Breath Edge 2. I've not heard of Breath Edge. I've not heard of that one. Okay, so now expressions, tail puppet. There we go. It's just in the main menu like that. There we go. We made a half a tail puppet. So the rest is just me making the other animations. So this is just a a quality of life thing that I wanted to add to my avatar because, as I said, I was trying to take a photo of it and I basically couldn't get the tail to go where I wanted it to because I don't have full body tracking, so trying to reach behind me to grab a tail is pretty hard to do because if I turn my head, my whole body turns because I don't have full body tracking to tell it to keep my body in the same position while my head turns. So hopefully this is going to help me with, like, you know, taking pictures and stuff because I wanted to take pictures for the website and all of that jazz. It's interesting that this isn't curving as much in the down position. I think that's going to be because of our fizz bone limiters. I think the fizz bone limiters are stopping that from bending all of the way, which is fine. I don't mind. There we go. Okay, well that's a positive note with which we can end on because Spook wants to go do grocery shopping. So our battles with Substance persist. It's so irritating that part of the reason we bought Substance was to do retextures on stream, and we basically just can't because Substance just decides not to from time to time. But there we go. There's a little bit of Unity work. Where? There's a little bit of Unity work for you. Or look behind the curtain. So maybe next time we do a VR chat stream, I'll have that tail puppet working. A space travel game with a little horror, kind of like Subnautica. Oh, fair enough. I do know about Subnautica. I know a reasonable amount about Subnautica, weirdly. That was like a weird hyper-focus of, like, I'm weirdly really interested in this game, even though I'm not too interested in playing it. But that was one of those games where I watched a lot of people play it, and then I ended up going on the wiki and, like, reading up on all the lore and stuff. Right. Ah! How dare you throw something at me, Entei? I thought we were friends. How you doing, darling? I hope you're having a good day. Okay, I am probably going to be wrapping this up, though. Because Spook wants to go do groceries. Let's have a look-see. Oh, my tears. Grocery time, yeah. I wanted to see what I could do with my lurker points. Fair. I've only recently started using Warudo, so I need to set up a bunch of redeems again. We used to have like 10 different redeems of stuff you could throw at me, and now we just have the one. Now we just have the one because I've not set them up. Although I was working on this one as a little preview for people. Where's the blueprint for it? Been working on this one. Cheese. Ha! But as you can see, I need to tweak the position. So yeah. I need to add Archer back in. Archer the Arcanine. Cheese. Love cheese. Yeah. More things that always need to be done when you basically remake your stream almost completely from scratch. New model, new face tracker, new backgrounds, all that jazz. Still don't have new intro and outro screens. Oops. But we're getting there. We're getting there. Right. Okay, I don't know who to raid. I don't know who to raid. I don't know who to go raid. Let's open up the raid window. Let's go raid Bandit. Let's go raid Bandit. Right. Where? Enjoy the rest of your day, everybody, whatever it is you get up to. We will be doing another stream tonight. Because Friday night is community night. We're going to be playing Party Animals in the Discord. !Discord if you want to join in. Usual stuff. Yeah. So we'll be here at 8 o'clock UK time, which is in 2.5 hours. So I hope to see you then. If not, enjoy the rest of your Friday, whatever it is you get up to, and the rest of your week. Because I won't see you to maybe Tuesday, because I said I got a friend round, so no Saturday stream, and no Monday stream probably as well. So professional streamer. Okay. Love you all very much. Spam your favorite emote of mine, and you're a nerd.